Hey guys, how are you? Hey Snowy. Hey Nexus. Hey guys, how are you? Hey Snowy. Hey Nexus. Sorry if there's a bit of feedback there. If you think daytime mode looks good, Snowy, you need to check this out. Hear the music? How wicked is that? Love it. I think the lighting's pretty bob on with this. Still get good views the rest of the park. It's really cool. So yeah, we got music. Put some bits up on these walls, look a bit bland. It's just like this looks wicked. We need a bit more lighting in there. Hi, Minotaur. How are you, sir? So, this just reminds me of Star Wars or something like that in Disney. Apart from the screen, just put that in. But it looks pretty cool. Little arrow up the top there. Screens either side. Turn up the volume. Oh, I'll tell you why. Hold on a sec, guys. Is that any better? Snowy, is that better? Ah, 2 moments, guys. I was trying a new fangled thing out. I was trying to use headphones whilst I was streaming. Fail. It's still pretty quiet. Alright, give us a sec, dude. I'm just listening in myself. Eventually, give us 2 secs. Just switching to my phone. Sorry, guys. Right, okay. Let's try this again. Is that any better? Uploading volumes. Not 100%. Is that any better? So we didn't have your volume down, Snowy. So anyway, yeah, so the queue line. So I've got to do a few more bits to it. I'm still not finished, but it's coming along. It's definitely something to do at night time. I mean, you saw the day view a minute ago. It looks okay, but the problem is it's just too much light kind of casting through. So I just love that view. It just looks wicked. And then you got window either side. Oh, the door. Huh. totally forgot about that. Mr. Trooper, how are you, sir? What are you going to bring to the party this evening? So, and then we got the coaster coming back into the station. And then a few of you have already seen this, but yeah. So you got the window outside, just giving it a little bit of a kind of feel as though you're out in space. Done a few bit of barrier work here. And then done the exit. And I think I'm going to keep the lighting as it is. And then you kind of come out into the castle ruins area, which works pretty well, I think. So, yeah, kind of happy with that. So we'll have a little ride so you guys can see what's new. Here we go, guys. Still got to do a load of work on the starfield. There's quite a bit of it clipping, so I've got to take a few steps back on that one. Oh, cheers for joining, Mr. Trooper. It's appreciated. And congrats on getting, was it Legend? Did you get Legend? Or was it Master? Sorry, buddy. I haven't really kept up with Discord recently. Trooper, this is my park. This is a park I've been building since July last year. It's a follow-on from, I don't know, something I was doing before Pirates Cove. And yeah, it's only really been starting to come together the last few months, really. As to why I thought, instead of doing a recorded video series, I thought, why not do it live stream? And kind of hoping I join you in that status with this build. So yeah, I think this is pretty immersive. So yeah, do you want to have a little flick through the park, right? Show you what it's all about, dude. So basically, it all started off basically laying the park out. There was no idea behind what I wanted to do or anything like that. Again, a bit like Thunderland, started with a mainland path through, and then this was the original coaster that went in. Done this section here, second coaster, and then there was about 4 or 5 different coasters around here. The only one that was original is this mouse coaster and the swing. The only intention I had here was basically it's going to have the chairlift go through to the back of the park. And then basically I started with vintage theming. I originally had the Giga coming up the back and around, but it just weren't working. I thought, well, do you know what, let's do a Giga the whole way around the park. So, a bit crazy, but does the job. And then let's do a flat view, really. I have put Pirates Cove in, a 7 blueprint. Crazy idea that was. So it's just over there. But the levels, the eye level views are just coming along fantastic. So main theme, you're going to go into a steampunk area just here. So when I had the Nexus Crew competition last year, I built this for the shop plaza part of the contest, really. I had no intention of putting blueprints in, but I thought to myself, well, actually, I haven't used it in anything, and it would be nice for all you guys on Channel 5 to see it. So this is a double stacked station. So you've got the Giga underneath and then the invert on top. It's taken a while to get to this stage, and to be honest, there's still quite a bit to do to it. Just like a big block, basically. But so this is someone's blueprint, so they will be thanked at the end in the build detail. So was this, the kind of skeleton with the boilers. I've added a load of stuff to it, but again, they'll be referred to. But I've done so much to it, it looks, the only bit really it looks original are these tanks and the struts. So yeah, the chairlift, we'll have a little ride of that and you'll see what I mean by the views. So then we kind of got this transition then that goes into the main theme of the park, which is on the main walkway through, and little sections pop up every now and then. And then what I'm trying to do is blend the two types of theming, should we say. So kind of extending that across. And it does have rhyme for a reason. It's pumping up the water to the station, which creates steam, which then creates electricity. The electricity and the steam go through to the buildings, which power the buildings. So it does work. Giga goes through pretty much every world on the map, which is pretty cool actually, and it will be really good by the time it's done. It's a very tall lift hill, but I think I've disguised it quite well, and that's a pretty good view. That I do love that view, and as you come through here in the Giga, it does feel really good. Majority of you know obviously of Pirates Cove, and Pirates Cove is, going to be honest with you, it was a 9-day project. There was nothing else to it. I had 9 days before I started back at work, and the Thunderland review was I think 10-11 days beforehand, and the guy said at the end go for it, so I went for it, and there you go, Pirates Cove came about. So what I've done is, because it was very unexpected to get in the Pirate Park of the Year last year, and if there was a bracket creator, like Johnny said, I turned this into 7 blueprints and I've placed it into the park. And it could be a little bit of a kind of like, why have you done that? You haven't built a quarter of the park, whatever. But this just needed justice, basically. And it's just having the backgrounds more than anything. I mean, even if it, when it gets a review, should I say, from Johnny, whether or not they even go around this section, I don't know. But that's their choice. But you got the Giga coming through underneath the bridge there, and again, it's just extending it out and making it look right. So I would have never have imagined this particular mini park in a park, and it just looks so good with more in the background, posters popping around the top. It just looks like a proper theme park now, and I absolutely love it. And there was a picture I posted on Discord the other day, or where was it? That was from up here, and I love that view. So you got the main themes of the park: steampunk, pirate, western, haunted, spooky, castle ruins, sci-fi, and then whatever this section's going to be. So, and then we've got the western area, which looks fantastic. It's coming along nicely, which is great at night time actually. So there's still so much to do. I've got to do custom support woodwork all the way around here. Yeah, there's tons to do. Rock work, trees, mine theme, gold, you name it. But it's coming along. Lighting is only on the main path area really, and I've done the lift hills. But you can kind of get the idea of where that's going. And in the at the end of the Thunderland review by the Nexus crew, Pretzel said, I'd like to see a park from you with fairy lights throughout. And that's kind of how this part's come about, really. And it's just the views. And they really are pretty amazing. So then as you come out to the western area, you then have the main theme to the park again, with a food court area just to the right. And then up here, this is still undecided. And then we have one of my coaster blueprints, which I love, and thought I'd do it justice. So that's there. And then we have a castle ruins area of a, what is it, Zamperla mouse? I'm not sure, whatever they call them. But basically a crazy mouse coaster that I think looks fantastic. That's there you go. And then we've got a drop coaster that goes through the middle of the loop for the B&M, which I'm not sure if you saw that, but this is nearly themed in respect to queue lines ready to go. The coaster goes through there, and then TV screens, and then you got, let's just say you're looking out to space, and then you're going to have the coaster come back in here, and again it looks like you're looking out to space, and then we have control room and the main station. So yeah, oh, wrong one. And we got the kind of, I don't know, quarantine rooms, whatever you want to call it, oxygen room or decompression room, whatever you want to call it, or compression room. And then can't get any words out there. So then you got the exit just there, which blends into the original theme of the park and into the castle ruins. And then I've got to figure out what I'm doing with the rest of this. This kind of has taken a look of Thunderland, a little bit more kind of detailed, so that looks really cool. So I think we're kind of going to go fantasy-ish style with that somehow. But it's the views that you get. It really does look great, this part. And you've always got posters everywhere you look. You've always got a poster. But my main rule is to every view at least have 2 posters. Simple as, really. Look at that. 3 there, 4 carriages. What a view that was. Got the mouse, the Giga, the B&M, the dive coaster in one view there. It just, I love it. I think it's just coming together so well, sorry. So let's just have a little view on here, sir. Oh, back of the park. Cheers for joining, guys. Appreciate it. Hit the like, hit the subscribe if you like. Trying to reach that 1,000 subscribers. Oh, I'm only joking. It would be nice, but then what's 10 pence after tax? Joking. Snowy. I was planning on building, mate, but I didn't realise Matthew was joining us, so I thought, you know what, I'll show him around the park. I love this view. It's just coaster carriage after coaster carriage after coaster carriage. It's just great. Maybe Snowy. Cheers, Matt. I was going to say 80p on 10 pence is pretty good going, buddy, to be honest with you. So, you know, I might be a millionaire by the time I'm 41. Here you go, look, views of the coasters again. I love it. Absolutely love it. Here's a question for you then, Matt. Would you regard this as realistic or half and half, kind of half Planco, half realistic? No name at the minute. No name at the minute, Matt. No, I get what you mean, Snowy. But there's always signs saying always keep your arms inside the vehicle. I'm only joking. Yeah, no, I get what you mean. But what I mean by it is like, I don't know, the views and bits and bobs, I guess. I know the coasters are all a little bit over the place. The most realistic coaster is probably this arrow here. double looper, double corkscrew, and a couple of barrel rolls and back in. So, or the woody, even the woody's pretty good for me. Yeah, no, I like it. I think that's pretty rare. You could potentially have this in real, and that's the way I build, if you know what I mean. But everyone's their own, and that's what I love about this game. It's like this. I think this is ultra high realism, because you could do that. You could quite easily do that. And it's the same with this section. Even this building, technically, you could, you know, Disney could quite easily go, yeah, do you know what, bugger it, I'll build that. You know. But again, personal preference. And I guess, actually, this kind of sci-fi area thing has kind of come about from, what do you call it, the new one at MGM. Not MGM, probably shows how old I am. Hollywood Studios. Yeah. You kind of go into the ground with that, and then you kind of feel as though you're taking off and end up in space. So, yeah, there you go. I'm not sure, I don't know what to do tonight now. I'm really struggling with what to do up here. Even off screen I'm struggling, so yeah, I just don't know. Hey Jerome. No wheelchair access. That is very true. No, is that true? Yes. Ah. Yeah, I didn't even think that. That's me being honest. This kind of area is going to be fantasy map, but totally agree with the whole car park thing. I think they look great, but to run the game nicely, get rid of all that. You don't need all that. And the backstage areas, it'd be great to have it, but I kind of sit there and think, you know, I could just put a, I don't know. Where have I got it? I've got, what did I do? Over here. You know, quite easy. Staff room. And it would be nice to have shops with loads of bits and bobs in, you know, t-shirts, stuff like that. Yep, brilliant. Love it. But it kills the game. And especially when it's full of Theme Maker's Toolkit. So this park is designed purely on themed areas. And that's pretty much the nail on the head with this. Kiddie rides, maybe snowy. I'm terribly sorry for not putting enough wheelchair access in, Jerome. Sorry. Going back a step, yeah, like I was saying, you they drag the wheelchairs up the stairs with ropes. Matthew, come on. What was I going to say? What was I talking about? So yeah, from a theming point of view, I would say it's realistic, but the advantage to not putting friggin' 400 pieces for backstage of boxes, doors, bits and bobs, you can put into the theming. You know, look at all this. tons and tons and tons and tons of pieces, and there's still more to come on that. So that is very true, Snowy. So it wasn't me that got it wrong, it was Planet Coaster, because there's actually, that's very, very true. There is no disabled kind of aspect to this. Which is, yeah, so that's kind of why I haven't taken it into account. So anyway, let's move on from all this. Anyway, I was talking about the looks, guys, in respect to the realism side of things. So my apologies if I've offended anybody. I like all this, kind of I love all this actually, this is really nice. So I've yet to finish this, so ignore this. But just the way that you have the double layered walls, a little gap between it. And when you have the light on at night time, it just bounces all the shadows away, it's great. I couldn't imagine if they did. Can you imagine it'd be like trying to put a path where a path don't want to go, kind of thing. It'd be so awkward. It's like trying to put the fast pass lane into a very tight kind of building or something. But anyway. Check the clearance envelope. Yeah, no, it would be good if they did that. Actually, that would be like totally realistic then. But yeah. Anyway, I guess you could if you wanted to. But there was, I think, you actually say that. Oh no, I deleted them. I had a Coke machine, a staff symbol, and a couple of wheelchairs there. So actually, I did have that. If you download the blueprint, it's in the blueprint. So yeah, what is the time? 20 to 9 here in the UK. Lovely hang time. I don't feel like building now. I'm having too much fun. Hey Duckman, how are you? It's 20 to 1 here. Yeah, that'd be nice. Oh, been up since 6:30 this morning. Every day. Streaming until 10, half 10. All good fun. 39, going strong. I had all intentions of building. I don't know, just having you guys here, especially Matt. It's nice to see you, but I think actually last time we spoke was when we did the competition and you did the Honey I Shrunk the Theme Park Kids thing. It looked great. Or was it Grounded? I can't remember, but to me it looked like Honey I Shrunk the Audience. They're crack on with that schoolwork then, Snowy. But, oh, here we go, on the Giga. A little bit of a POV for you, Matt. Now we're at the back though. Let's not do it on the back. Cool, man. I must admit, it's always nice when you start a park. I mean, I've been opening this park now for a year, nearly, in July, a couple of months' time. And obviously with the Pirates Cove, kind of, I don't know, it's kind of like, Not old news, but I find it hard to have inspiration sometimes, so it is always good to start new things. Oh, where are you, Jerome? If you are 1 hour ahead. Honey's front, I guess. There you go. Well, welcome, Jerome. I know you've been in a couple of videos before, so thank you for your time, my friend. Yeah, that's a bit of a head chopper, that one. For real. Yeah, but it's still... Oh, cheers, Matt. Yeah, it's still a lot to do there. This is pretty cool. This. Good views. What I should have done, which is what I tried to do when I built these two coasters, was have this underneath the Giga going up the lift hill. Yeah, I put the Giga at the bottom of the station for some reason. Yeah, that's the really cool thing about the Giga, mate. So there'll be a tunnel round by the sci-fi section. I'm basically just going through Starfield, basically. I just love the views. I think the views, I just love it. It's like when you go on this and you get to the top of that lift hill. And you just look out now. It's just such a more beautiful view than the last one. You got the castle extended, you got the Giga going through it, you got everything in the background, all the coasters, you got the hot air balloon. It works so well. And look, oh, and there, look, you haven't just got like a sand hill. It just works so much better now. I love that ride. Can't believe that didn't get 5th in the competition, Matt. The Cove was definitely born to be put in a park, mate. I'm just glad I did put it in this one. Love that view. So again, everywhere you look, there's a coaster pretty much going around. You got the mine frame to the right. You got the drop going there. You got the B&M going up the lift hill. I just love it. Take 2 coasters to the right there, the Giga, and just drop coaster going down. Just love it. Absolutely love this game. This part. It's coming along so well. Oh look, and it did it. Yes. Love, love, love. I love a look at that. It just looks awesome. That's pirate. That's 100% pirate. Oh, I missed a bit. Just here. Excuse me, guys. Very true, Matt. Very true. It's a pain in the backside. Yeah, it does actually. Yeah, it has been said before, Matt. No, yeah. If I'm going to do a fireworks show, that will be done right at the end, just like the fountains are going to be. And that will be blueprinted into the park, not... I'll figure out how I want to do it. I'll blueprint the bits and I'll take it with me, and then I'll design. Won't be doing it whilst it's in the park, because I've got a feeling when I get to about 100,000 piece count, I'll probably be struggling. But then saying that, my Dorcas part the other week was what, 114,000 pieces, and that kind of kept going well. So I think I had about I think I'm about 49k, 49,000 I think now in the minute snow. No, there's a couple of bits I've got to sort out on it, snowy. I think it's dependent on the camera view as well. I try and design my coasters via seat view all the time. Because if you can make it smooth in seat view, it's pretty much smooth in any other camera. These are always meant to be a little bit rough, though. These are never meant to be smooth, are they? I don't know if many of you have ridden them, but they're always a little bit kind of janky, throw you about kind of thing. Again, work in progress. Wheelmire. Yeah, I did Wheelmire, actually. It wasn't too bad. But I think the advantage to Wheelmire was there was how can I put it? Because you were so distanced out from the size of the wheels, moving the camera wasn't so important, so the kind of frame rate was pretty good. But the actual ride at the beginning was pretty good as well, to be perfectly honest. But also, I think it was because you had it in such a small area, if you know what I mean. I remember looking at it, and I think, to be honest with you, what was it? It was probably, just trying to think, was it? It was probably twice the size of that. So if you've got all your pieces in that, the game works a lot better. That's the reason why I never do a full park. There's no point, because it just lags out. But this is kind of what I've tried to do here is just keep it all in one area, and instead of having a massive section over there, massive section over there, massive section over there. Just one, because of the views, but two, just because of the way the game works, dude. And I think that's why Wheelmire worked so well. So is this even open? Let's do seat view on this one. But no, I was thoroughly impressed with it, dude. That was very well organised, very well put together. And it created some laughs for me and a few of my usual followers, which was nice. And I was kind of blown away by the aspect ratio of it. You actually felt like you were full size looking at it. It was because of the way the camera was moving. Oh, it was absolutely brilliant. Brilliant. Didn't quite understand what it was all about because I knew nothing of it. But yeah, no, thoroughly enjoyed it. Anyway, guys, that's about that. So yeah, what do I do now? Build. Unless I ever ride this, I don't think we rode this yet. Do a quick daytime view, because you'll see what I mean by how different it is. You'll see all like the lighting up the top there. You can see everything's a lot brighter. And here's alright because it's inside the hill, so you don't really have to worry about it. But because I've decided to put the station right next to the edge of the hill, around other rides, don't ask why. It's just where I put it when I built the coaster. Oh, I just... that view... Drop tower. And then again, all this is going to be Starfield area and stuff like that. So. Do you see how light it is in here now? Sorry, I didn't mean to shout then, guys. So what I'll do is I'll just put it in night mode, just show you how different it is. That's what it was. There we go. Where are we? So you can see, it's just so much better at night time. And it's a shame we couldn't quite do that during the day, but then it's my own foolish fault. Lover made a world with his Yeah, I read the story, mate. It's quite funny. I didn't know anything of it, to be honest with you. But look at that. Oh. And then the fact that you come out of stars into stars going upwards, that just looks insane. Now watch this indoor section now. This is totally different. There you go. And then, wow, I think that is wicked. Anyway, enough excitement, right? Anyway, the way that came out there, going through the stars and looking into the stars, that looked wicked. This looks good at night time. Right, okay, so no building. Oh, do I do building? What's the time? 9 o'clock. It's only early. Right. Okay. I have tried that before, but I've never. I like it, but I don't like it. If you know what I mean. I prefer trying to design things where you don't have to do that. I don't know why. Just I'm just like that. Weird. Got me. Oh, 2 triggers that makes it last. I haven't done much trigger work with this game. That's the one thing I haven't done. Which is kind of why if I did a fireworks show, I'd kind of want to do it. When I figured it all out. Game. Part language. Hey guys. Sorry, I got a bit carried away there. Hey up, Keith. How are you, bud? Yeah, Wix is one of my main people I follow over the years. Smoke effect. Yes and no, because it won't show in the dark, mate. Well, it won't show too well anyway. How's the old driving going, mate? Keith, that is. Smoke from here. Where am I? Hello. Smoke. The problem is, it looks black. Oh, it's smoke, I guess. Idiot. So you got colourable, but you haven't got. And the other problem is if I do it, let's just put one on constantly. It doesn't really do anything. Is it or not? No, it does. There you go. Can we put them in at an angle? So it doesn't look like they are covering the way through. Smoke should be white. Oh, it is. Yeah. Don't know, because it's night time, Keith, so it shows it a little bit differently, but I don't know, would I get away with that? It's a bit. Or do we kind of want, it's too small now. Problem is, oh, what's down? Q. Oh, the love of this game. It's definitely got to be a nozzle out of here. Or maybe just up a bit so it looks like it's coming out of the vent. It's just too big. It's too much of it. I guess that'll have to do the small one then. Do we agree? Oh, this is white now. Is it at night time? Do you know what? You actually need, no, we need the medium ones on there. Because at night time, that will look perfect with the light it already has, guys. White. Oh. Is that white? Really? Yeah. Right. Right, fingers crossed, guys, it works this time. Perfect. Absolutely blooming perfect. Alright guys, I know I haven't done much this evening, but I'm spent. I've had a long day at work. Absolutely shattered. I had work last weekend as well. So just want to apologise, but I want to thank you all for joining. Matthew, absolute pleasure. Snowy, pleasure. Keith, pleasure. And Snarf2, pleasure, sir. Duckman, Trooper, you guys are all wonderful. Jerome, and so forth. Thank you very much for your time. It's really, really appreciated. If you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, it would be extremely appreciated. And also, if you're not a subscriber, Matthew, hit the sub button, buddy. It'd be very, very much appreciated. Not that I'm trying to get the channel to go anywhere massively, but you never know where things can go in the future. And it'd be nice to sit back, enjoy this with you guys, and be able to upgrade computer bits and bobs. You never know in the future. But I know I need millions and millions of views to be able to do that, but you never know. But you're all wonderful people. Thank you again. I hope you have a great evening, day, morning, wherever you are in the world. Lovely to catch up with you all. And as always, stay safe, guys. Happy coastering all. Speak to you very soon. Right.